Hey guys, Future Me here. Obviously, the video you're going to be seeing is a highlight from our stream, which will obviously explain the difference in stuff like, for example, with the layout and all that. So if you guys enjoy this over the normal style that I've been doing for Road to Ranked, comment down below. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions on that. But regardless, if you enjoyed the video at all, whether you enjoy the new style or just enjoy the fact that it's Road to Ranked, leave a like below. It's the easiest way to help support. And with that said, hopefully you guys enjoy what you're about to see. And peace out, guys. Okay, this is an interesting team. Kyogre Xerneas. I don't think I've actually seen that court, like in Showdown or on Battle Spot. So it's interesting for sure. They obviously have a team that can really handle Steel type, so I get why they did that. So what I'm gonna go for here, I kind of want to lead off with Tornadus plus Solgaleo here. Them not having Tailwind is actually super clutch for me because I could probably just go for a really easy Solgaleo lead here, and I might be able to honestly just go for a really good rail. I'm gonna lead off with Kyogre. I think would be safer. I doubt they lead off with Rillaboom. And if they do that for the Rillaboom, I can double into Zapdos and try and fish for the pair that way. If they lead off with anything besides Rillaboom or Kyogre, I could just go for free attacks, and I would prefer to save the Dynamax this time around. So, what am I going to click here? So, Drizzle obviously goes off. I'm curious, does Kyogre and Tailwind actually outpace? Kyogre +2. I need to see if it outpaces Regieleki. I assume it does, but I want to double check. So, it would not, it actually would guarantee outpace. It would guarantee outpace. Okay, that's actually amazing. I'm gonna really hope for no Sash. I'm gonna hope for no Sash Regieleki, because honestly, that would be such a good turn. We're gonna go for a Water Spout though. If it is Sash, so be it. I think it's trade, like popping a Sash plus taking out the Xerneas guaranteed is so worth it personally. Water Spout, come on, don't be Sash, don't be Sash, don't be Sash. Otherwise you claim two. Let's go! That's such a good turn for us. Oh, that's so fucking good. Oh, Randy, you're a fucking god. Okay, that's amazing. So no matter what, I think I'm maxing Kyogre now. That's the new play. Maxing Kyogre, I should be able to guarantee to take out Rillaboom, barring Rillaboom maxing. This is such a nice score. There, Kyogre, and maybe I don't max. I'm actually not going to max Kyogre. Unironically, I want to max Torn. I double check the Calyrex and Kyogre first, to be fair, but I unironically want to max Torn here. No, that's really not worth it. That's super not worth it. Kyogre actually still can KO, like very easily KO actually. So I'm just gonna go for Hurricane here. We'll go for Hurricane on the Kyogre, and we're gonna go for a Water Spout here, because even if Instant fakes out, we're gonna guarantee a pace anyway. So it's more so, do we bring the Boom? No, I brought Zapdos and Solgaleo in the back. That's a big reason why. If I brought the Boom, I was guaranteed to max that. Water Spout's gonna go off. That's fine. They've taken a lot of health, at least if nothing else. We actually guaranteed took. Oh my god, we actually still took that. I'm kind of shocked. Like, I get it spread and I get it doubles, but like still, we took that really well. I think it's specs damage. I'm almost certain that's specs damage actually. But I'll double check that just to be for sure. Yeah, that's like modest specs damage, 100%. Oh, never mind. This is actually not. Because I was calculating versus Dynamax still. Yeah, this is actually, I think it's Mystic Water actually. I think it's Timid Mystic Water is what I want to say. Yeah, no, that would have been a really good turn, obviously, if I was. But it's not a huge deal. Hurricane should actually still get some good damage off on this, and I can max Solgaleo next turn, so I'm actually pretty content with this. We have Confusion, actually, which is amazing. So our Water Spot's going to go off. It should be, if nothing else, just good chip on Kyogre. Really just make sure that Kyogre has less HP as possible. Even if it doesn't hit itself, I'm actually pretty fine. Max Lightning. They actually brought Max Lightning. That's the first Kyogre I've seen run Max Lightning, and I think I've fought, including on Showdown, about 10 or so Kyogres. That's the first one I've seen run it. To be fair, it's not a bad idea. It handles Kyogre, which is one of its worst matchups for Kyogre, really well, just because they, well, not worst matchups, but it's a matchup that it kind of just dead weight in, because it's Kyogre versus Kyogre at that point. But this is actually really good. I'm going to go into Zapdos then. I'm going to go for Max Zapdos, because Max Zapdos should rail. We're going to go for Hurricane on this, and I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt. I'm going to go for Max Lightning on the Kyogre. They canceled the battle. Yep, that's understandable, because Max Zapdos literally won the game at that point. I could have been down to, they could have for some reason, just canceled my Kyogre in the back, taken out my Torn that turn for whatever hacks happened that somehow like cheesed. I don't want to lead off with Kyogre. I want to backseat it 100%. In terms of my leads, I kind of want to lead off with Torn, and Torn Solgaleo I think actually could be a really good lead here. Albeit, to be fair, I do kind of risk with Ground on that matchup, so maybe I lead off with Torn Rillaboom. Torn Rillaboom actually could be pretty good. Like, not even just as a max, just as a Woodhammer Mon, just a nuke Groudon. And then going with Solgaleo in the back and Kyogre, I think could be pretty good. Because Solgaleo could be really nice for Mimikyu. It could also be really good for Torn. For Calyrex. So, I think I'm gonna backseat Grim and Zapdos. I'm mostly worried about Zapdos versus specifically the Calyrex. So I don't want to bring Zapdos for that. That's the big concern. Like, literally, as you said, Randy, I don't want to bring it for the Trick Room core, because I feel like the Trick Room is really good against my team. And luckily as well, with leading with Torn, I can go for Taunt if need be. So they do lead off with Instant Mimikyu. Okay, that's fine. I wasn't sure if they lead off with Instant Mimikyu or with Mimikyu, like, instead of Mimikyu, maybe Calyrex. I thought Calyrex also could be a pretty good lead here. Fairy Ground's probably going to be backseated for the same reason we're backseating Kyogre, to make sure that they preserve the sun if they go with that route. I'd also not show if they brought Venusaur or not, because it's just an information piece at that point. If they bring Groudon, they're probably bringing Venusaur against this team, just because Venusaur is a great Kyogre check. I guess this is for the mods at the back. It's probably Groudon Venusaur, if I had to guess. Or if not Groudon Venusaur, maybe Calyrex Venusaur could also be pretty good. Regieleki, I definitely don't think can, though. I can at least rule that out mentally. I don't think Regieleki can, which is good information for something else. I know what this little shit does. I'm going to go for Taunt, and I'm going to double into Kyogre here. G-Max move ignores Disguise. Good to know. Good to know. That's actually pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. To be fair, though, G-Max really... Oh, that could have actually been a pretty good play. Because I forgot, G-Max really max move is Mold Breaker. Oh. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. If it's Mental Herb, well played. You know what, that's right, yeah, because I can't even dedicate Sash anymore. Because for some reason, and I completely was thinking of Gen 7 Mimikyu, because no one fucking runs Mimikyu in anything besides VGC at this point. Even in draft, no one fucking plays Mimikyu. But I was thinking, though, that it would be Sash Mimikyu, and that's why I wanted to go for Taunt. But I forgot that the Disguise guarantee, like, takes chip. Yeah, that's fucked. No, that's totally fair, that's totally fair. Oh, they went for Willis, they choked so fucking much with that turn. They literally just gave me a free turn. I got a free Taunt into Origin Pulse here. Yeah, no, that's really good for us, actually. That's super good for us, actually. I'm gonna go for another Taunt here. I'm gonna go for Origin Pulse. Actually, I'm gonna go for Water Spout. Because even if they Shadow Sneak, I doubt they do any damage. Mimikyu is so fucking passive. So I'm gonna go for that. If they go for a Dynamax here, so be it. There's no way in hell they do, though. I feel like they're gonna go for Trick Room. Unless they brought Sun in the back. If they did bring Sun, I think I'm gonna go for the max on Kyogre instead of Solgaleo. Not 100% sure on that, yo. This is GG. Yeah, no, they legitimately choked their Mimikyu so bad. If they went for Trick Room, that could have been terrifying. But they choked really badly with that. Pokemon. Oh shit! He went to Pokemon. Wait, hold on. Wait, Pokemon fan? Hold on. I swear I thought they doubled into something named Pokemon fan. Am I fighting Pokemon fan now? I'm kind of curious. Regardless, I think, like, whoever I'm fighting, I think 100% choked that turn. Because now that I went for the Taunt, I actually do get a really free Tailwind here. And I can just go for another, I think I might even just go for, yeah, I'm just gonna go for Tailwind here. I lose nothing going for Tailwind, actually, this turn. The fact that they went for Woodlows here, that was actually really huge for me, though. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for Origin Pulse, because I'll KO the Groudon anyway. And if Groudon goes for Protect, that's perfectly fine by me, actually. Mimikyu is pretty much fodder here. So I'm gonna go for Tailwind here. Guarantee outpace the Groudon. I don't care about the Sun, actually. Until I clear Groudon, I do not care about the Sun. When I clear Groudon, and I know what that last Mon is, we know for a fact that Incineroar, Groudon, and Mimikyu, 100%. When I find out what that last Mon is, though, I'll decide on my max. I think it's probably going to be the Kyogre here. Water Spout goes off. That's fine. Looks like you're fighting me now. Am I actually? That's kind of funny. That'd be pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. Or maybe you just meant that because of the messaging game. I genuinely can't tell at this point anymore. I know you were asking about doubles teams on my X and Y stream. That's purely why I asked. I don't know anymore, though. I'll be honest. Let's go for Hurricane here on the Mimikyu. I get it's like low to accuracy, but it's something. And I'm gonna go for Origin. Well, no, I'm gonna still go for a Water Spout here, because it should still take out the Groudon, and that's all I care about. Just taking out the Groudon. If they double here, so be it. I just want to figure out that last Mon before I commit to a Kyogre Max, because I think Kyogre Max could be super good, as long as they didn't bring Calyrex. If they brought Calyrex, I'm saving it for Solgaleo. They go for Protect and they fail. Okay, beautiful. That's fine. Shadow Sneak isn't gonna do shit, and they're going for it on the Torn anyway, which I don't know why they are. They should be going for the Kyogre weakening Water Spout damage. So they saw me click it. Calyrex is the... Okay, so I'm 100% not going for the, I'm 100% not going for the max on my Kyogre, then. So I'm gonna go for Taunt on the Calyrex. If they go for... Yeah, I'm gonna go for Taunt on Calyrex. I would truthfully rather sack both my Pokemon here and let Calyrex get some attack boosts than let it get a Trick Room up. Because I think if it gets a Trick Room up, I lose. I'm shocked they didn't max Calyrex here. I feel like max Calyrex is such a free play, but to be fair, they're probably going for Trick Room. They are going for Trick Room. Okay, amazing. Really glad that I did that, because I almost changed. I was so close to copying out of that play, thinking, oh, they're just gonna max Calyrex and I'm gonna pick a sack. But I still think that objectively, I would rather let Calyrex get to +1 here and get a Dynamax off than I would let it get to Trick Room up, because they have the speed where at that point I lose. But with this in mind, I should actually be pretty set. I'm gonna go for Hurricane, and I'm gonna go for a Water Spout here and just get my damage off. Because as long as I play it safe rather than try and overplay, the safe plays should always win me this game at this point, because Solgaleo can come in and clean very, very easily with max. That is not a question. It cleans at this point with the max very, very easily. So I just need to play it safe. So they're going to go for the popping the max here. I'm actually super fine with this personally, because they're going for the max. Now, if I really need to stall at max turns for Solgaleo, I can just go for max guard. So I'm actually super fine with this, to be completely honest. Also, I love the Calyrex Dynamax because it's a blue glow, and it's the only Pokemon that has that, and it's, well, I think there's one other Pokemon that has a blue glow, I forget. I know the Calyrex have it at least, and it's super cool. I love it. Anyway, Hurricane, it's some actual damage, at least, to be fair. That did more damage than I thought it would. Water Spout did some actual damage too, to be honest. We'll take that. Lariat goes off, they're popping weakest fall. Well, no, they're not popping weakest fall. For some reason, I was thinking it was a Brutal Swing, because it does the spinny thing as well, like Brutal Swing does. So I was thinking it was Brutal Swing. They're KOing with Kyogre, which actually, if anything, them KOing Kyogre here is a million times better for me. Like, because I don't need Kyogre at this point at all. The sun's up, even when sun goes away, I don't care about that, to be completely honest. So I do need to double check something really quickly. Oh, you know what I can do? I know what I'm going to do here. I'm going for game. This is where I can go for game definitively, because I actually do have a guaranteed win here. So what I could do, I can go for Brutal Swing into Max Steel Spike. Because that way then I pop my weakness policy, I can guarantee it gets taken out. And also, it's free chip just in case this, for some reason, any way, shape, or form is a roll, which it should not be at this point. There's no way in hell this is above 77%, and Max SP should fall to 77% minimum. So between the Brutal Swing and the Steel Spike, it should guarantee take it out. Even if it doesn't, even if it pops with weakness policy and still lives the hit, I have my +1 defense. So if it's +2 at that point, there's no way in hell that it takes me out anyway. So with +1 defense, yeah, it does 59% max with Adamant. So we should 100% be taking this out at this point. See that? Did jack shit. Shoutouts to Timid. And shoutouts to Spread as well, because it does nothing. Yeah, this should 100% fold Calyrex in half. Yep, Calyrex +2. Perfectly fine with this, I don't care. I really do not care. There's no way in hell. Lion feasting on the horse? Hell yeah, it is. This is a fodder horse at this point. Yup, beautiful. Okay, we've finally conquered the horse. No horses allowed. This is an anti-horse stream. Anti-horse stream. But this right here, the horse instant matchup is specifically actually why I wanted to try Solgaleo, because I was so tired of fighting this on Showdown. It was more what I was fighting it on. But I hate the horse matchup. I hate the horse matchup so much. It's not even like it's a top tier mon. It's a really good mon, to be fair, but it's not like some S tier Pokemon or anything. I just keep choking against it, and I'm tired of it. So we'll take that. I think we're like, what, 3-1 today after that? I will certainly take that. We're gonna go for Hurricane here, and I'm gonna go for Max. What actually does more? I'm kind of curious. I think they both do the same. Then I'm gonna go for Max Quake. I'm gonna go for Max Rockfall just for the sand, truthfully, just because in the off chance this somehow lives the hit, it's gonna take the sand chip. Battle's canceled. Beautiful. We're 3-1 for the night. They also have Ogre Solgaleo. What the fuck? So I know what it does at least. There's another fucking mirror. I think I'm gonna lead off with Grim Zapdos actually. I think Grim Zapdos could be a pretty good lead here. And I'm gonna bring Ogre and Solgaleo in the back. I don't know if again having Torn would be great to match their speed. I feel like though that ultimately I would prefer not having Torn here. Well, no. That's a lie. I think I'd prefer benching Kyogre here for Torn. Or maybe I bench Solgaleo here. I don't know. I kind of want Zapdos at the very least and nothing else. No, I'm going to bench Zapdos. What am I saying? I'm going to bench Zapdos here. I'm going to go with Grim Torn as my lead. I'm going to put on Solgaleo and I'm going to put on Kyogre. And I think that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to commit to. So this will be the final game of the night. They're literally even a clone of me. What the fuck? That's kind of funny. They're like my evil clone. We're going to go for Spirit Break on the Urshifu. And I'm going to go for a Tailwind here. Just in general. The fact that they're single check Urshifu is honestly a little bit better for me. They're gonna go for check, that's fine. I don't mind this too much. They're gonna go for taunt. Okay, so they outpace our Torn. It's kind of unfortunate. I kinda wish I taunted the Torn. So that really sucks. Torn the max speed, right? Like this wasn't yeah, so they want a speed tile. Oh, that sucks. So I'm gonna go for a Spirit Break here. I'm gonna go for a Hurricane. No, I'm gonna go for Brutal Swing just to guarantee break the Sash. In case it is a Sash Urshifu, I'm gonna break that. I don't mind taking the Brutal Swing with Grim. We're gonna obviously 4 times resist it, so it's not a big concern. I just want to break the Sash if it's Sash Urshifu. That's really all I care about. So they're going to switch out here. Perfectly fine. They're going to go into Solgaleo. Okay, I don't mind. Oh, fuck. Well, that's what we call unfortunate. That's policy popping right there. Yep. Weakness policy. Unfortunate. Hurricane goes off. Okay, so that's an L. It's kind of an L. I'm going to go for T-Wave on Solgaleo at least just to try and slow it down to something else. This might be a wash. I can go for Reflect too to try and lower the attack, but I think truthfully it'd be better to go for the Thunder Wave just to try and, because we could pair bullshit this and nothing else. I'll go for Brutal Swing again, just because, I mean, if I get the pair off, at the very least I can get this off first, get more chip on Solgaleo, and that is something at least. That is something I can do. It is not a lot, but it is something I can do. And I don't really think that doubling is in my best interest here. So, yep, they're going for Dynamax and Solgaleo. Okay, so that means at the very least the G-Max, Rillaboom, and G-Max Urshifu are not gonna max this turn. Okay, so you've seen Urshifu, Torn, and Solgaleo at the very least. So it means that one of Kyogre, Lando, and Rillaboom have not come. And honestly, if it's Lando and Kyogre in the back, I'm perfectly fine with that. Hit, 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 hit. Let's go. Okay, so we got the Thunder Wave off at the very least. I'm assuming this is probably someone who hasn't played in a while or maybe just forgot Prankster mechanics, but that's really good for us either way. Protected Solgaleo, come on. Mindstorm. So they're Mindstorm. Interesting. That's a little bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world. The fact that they killed Torn, honestly, I mean, Torn was kind of fodder at this point, considering I couldn't really go for a Tailwind. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to go into my own Solgaleo here, and I think I'm gonna go for Max Quake. I think Max Quake is probably my best play here. And I'm going to go for Reflect on Solgaleo. So we'll go for Reflect here. I'm going to go for Max Quake. Because we can obviously, we could potentially outpace this. At worst, you know, it is what it is. But we're going to get the Reflect off at least guaranteed. Because they don't really have a way to stop that. Which, that itself is really useful, in my opinion. Just getting the Reflect off. Because that should hopefully lessen the damage that the Weakness Policy will have on us. And if we full power the Solgaleo, then I think we basically just win with ours. But it's going to really come down to that, I think, in the end. Which, I'm fine with it coming down to that, personally. I'm not above it. So they go for Tailwind this turn, that's fine. That just puts them on equal playing field speed-wise with us. Assuming that they're the same speed group as us. Which, to be fair, that'd be kind of wild if they're the same speed group. But it'd be pretty funny. Because we hit to 126. So maybe they just outpace us anyway. They don't outpace us. At worst, at best, it's a speed tie for them, which is good information. I'm going to put this in the notes. They're going to go for Steel Spike. Okay. I'm fine with this as well. They're going to get a Fizz Def boost, sure. But I'm perfectly content with this. I'm actually super content with this. If they're going to go for Sunsteel, do they have a move to hit us? I'm kind of unsure, actually, if they have a move to hit us. But this is really good, actually, because Kyogre also guarantee outpaces this. I'm sure they'll get a Hurricane off. But the Hurricane's like the best they could do. Might actually still be fine. If they didn't bring Rillaboom, we might actually still be fine. If they benched Rillaboom Kyogre, I doubt they did. But if they did, that would be kind of amazing. We'll go for Spout, and we'll go for Steel Spike as well on Torn. Just to guarantee take out the Torn. Because I think a Torn personally is like slightly more annoying. And I use that very loosely. Because obviously Solgaleo's parried. It's going to take on the... It's going to take out the Rain Boosted Water Spout anyway. I got that confused. That's the second confused I've gotten. That's actually kind of amazing. Let's see. I just need it to not hit itself. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, okay. Well, that's not a huge deal either. Torn is gone. That is really good for us. And the Steel Spike should boost Kyogre's Fizz Def and nothing else, which is useful if Solgaleo... I don't know if Rillaboom is, for some reason, going for... if it is one of the mons, which, to be fair, I would totally get it. They have, like, obviously, we have Kyogre. We're both Kyogre users. We know how scary it is. If they brought Rillaboom, I would not be shocked at all. But I will definitely take it if they didn't. I will 100% take it if they didn't. We've cleared Solgaleo at this point as well, which is great. We know that Urshifu is one of the Pokemon, but what is the other one? So it's Urshifu and... What is the other one? Rillaboom. Okay, so Urshifu, Rillaboom. So that means no Kyogre, no Landorus. So that's a bit terrifying, but it's not the end of the world. Obviously, Urshifu's going to get the crit, at the very least. I'm going to go for a Protect on Kyogre. Honestly, if they go for Kyogre with Urshifu, that's the least of my concerns. I'm going to go for Steel Spike on the Urshifu. Just in case this is Tantrum Rillaboom. I doubt it is, but just in case it is. Come on, hit the Protect, hit the Protect, hit the Protect. We get the Protect. Let's go. Okay, so they have to be targeting... They have to dual target, basically. Well, they have to at least target with Urshifu. So Grassy Glide is going to get protected against. Fine with this. I should have targeted the Rillaboom. They're going to... At the very... Well, actually, this isn't that big of a deal, actually. Because they're popping my policy, so unless they're Sash, we're set here. Steel Spike goes off. Don't be Sash, don't be Sash, don't be Sash. I need this to not be Sash. Otherwise, I think I choked. They're Sash. I think I might have choked. Well, to be fair, I lost Kyogre anyway at this point. I think I choked by not targeting, I think I'm more so choked, if anything, by not targeting Rillaboom. Board +2 defense now on Kyogre, to be fair. Do we take that hit, actually, from Rillaboom? We actually take the hit, which is kind of shocking. I'm not gonna lie. Well, no, we don't take the hit. Never mind. What am I saying? I'm gonna go for Origin Pulse, and I'm gonna go for Sunsteel. Oh, I really wish I went for a dual attack. They went for attack. Oh, they bailed me so hard here. I think they really bailed me here. That didn't do shit, by the way. What the fuck? That did nothing. Come on, come on, come on. I need to just take out the Rillaboom this turn. Oh, I'm pretty sure I attacked the Rillaboom, right? I attacked Rillaboom. If I attacked Rillaboom, I think I won. I think I won. They fucking threw. Oh my fuck. I'm trying really hard to not scream, because I want to be a bit more considerate to my sister who's trying to sleep right now. But they fucking threw. They so fucking threw that game. What the fuck? They could not have choked that game harder. Oh my fucking god.
I think I won because of that. They fucking choked so hard. This is 100% the last game of the recording, by the way. It's like, what, 138? 138, I think, is the timestamp. Oh my fucking god. That is amazing. I'm gonna go for Ice Beam, and I'm gonna go for Sunsteel. They guaranteed died to one of them. They fucking threw out their ass. Okay, yeah. Roughly 138 to end. I don't fucking care. This is game number 3, 100%. Holy shit. That is such a joke. If I hit myself in confusion, I'm done. I'll cancel tomorrow's stream. Tomorrow's stream is fucking canceled, guys. That's so fucking ass. That's so fucking ass. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. This is one of those things. Bad players get rewarded, etc. I try to be very not salty in the other games. But, like, bad players get rewarded. What can I say? There was no fucking reason. That was 100% of bad. That was 100% just bad players getting rewarded. I'm gonna get put down to Great Ball 5 because of it. I don't care what anyone says. The other games, sure, there were outs. But that was 100% a bad player just getting fucking rewarded. That was so fucking ass.
If you guys enjoyed, of course, leave a like below and subscribe for more. Shoutouts to our channel members being Zeke0, Josh K Ultra Player, Randy Chapa, Mia, Rika Hashizora, and Pokemon fan Majestic Xernes. Your support is greatly appreciated. And with that said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace out, guys.